You better hold on tight, spider monkey.
Midnight Sun bringing out all the TWIHARDs after 15 years in hiding. Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. This is the very first video I've ever done, so I can use all the help I can get. As you can see, I already started building the house and didn't record because I couldn't figure out how to use the screen recording software. So that's great. Figured it out since then. Yeah, the pandemic has me really thinking about my life, my career. So I decided, why not? My two favorite things, Sims and celebrities, combine them together, make a channel. That's what this channel will be. It's going to be a lot of builds, a lot of challenges. If you want to see a Vanessa Hudgens dumpster dive challenge, that one is in the works.
Get out.
So for this build, I based this off of Bella Swan's house in the iconic cinematic mastery known as the Twilight franchise. I actually went to the Airbnb, which is linked below, and used those photos for reference, as well as cross-referencing it with photos from the actual set. So I tried to get it as close as possible. I'll be throwing up some photos so you can compare as we go. Not everything is going to be completely to scale because it's The Sims, but bear with me. So some things also I've taken creative liberty with because you can't see some angles of the house. So I just kind of put what I thought the vibe would be. So this is the downstairs like living room sitting area that we never really see them in, but throw up a photo. This is what it looks like according to the Airbnb listing. Kind of like basic vibes, very, very Northwest. Is that a thing? I don't know. So yeah, and then we're going to put in a wall here because I forgot to add the wall, and a little archway moment. So, Edward can just be running about and coming in and, giving everyone a heart attack. Yeah, as you can see, I already built the kitchen, the dining room. I built the shell of the build, which is going to get tweaked a bit because there were some sizing issues. Some rooms were just too big. Like I ended up resizing the upstairs. So there's some things that are not exactly the same, but I just kind of wanted to go with the vibe that I think that the Charlie and Bella Swan household would want. So how many of you guys are so excited about Midnight Sun? Because I have to tell you, I didn't know that my inner TWIHARD could jump out this hard. She snapped. I have loved Twilight since I was a kid. I know that it's problematic. Don't come for me. Don't come for me in the comments. I know fully that Twilight is problematic, but I can't help but love it because, I'm a basic bee. That's just my brand. It's what I do. So yeah, just trying to get some photos up on the wall that look like, Charlie would have. I don't know why they have a mirror right there, but do you. So I think my favorite Twilight movie was actually the very last one because they had that crazy epic fight scene. Yeah, we didn't get that in the books, so I was really shook when they showed that. Stephanie Meyers had me quaking in my boots. Well, not Stephanie Meyers, I guess it was the director, whatever. I just thought all of the Twilight movies were so freaking funny. I mean, do you remember this? Need I say more? The freaking Twilight series was insane. This is me seeing if there could be any kind of better decorations for the kitchen. They didn't have the exact cabinets that I wanted. And also in the build, they didn't show the bathroom and the downstairs study. So I took some liberties. I figured they would have a kind of basic bathroom because they seem like kind of a basic family. Don't come for me, TWIHARDs, you know what I mean. So a basic bathroom downstairs. So this I thought of as Charlie's room, like his little office nook area. That's like kind of like a man cave type vibe where he could just, go and research stuff, look stuff off online, read books about many things. I have many leather-bound books. Look up stuff about the Cullens, the Quaaludes, etc. Have a grand old time. See, this couch just it's the vibe. It's the vibe of Charlie. It just is. So normally when I build houses that are direct, like I try to go exactly with like what I would think would be in the house. Like this isn't necessarily like how I would decorate if I was to make like a random sim in The Sims and decorate their house for them. I do not think I would use any kind of this decor. It's not my aesthetic. I'm more pink, fun, girly vibes. Never really used the dark tone woods that much, so it was kind of fun getting to try them out for the first time. Got some photos. Charlie would have those. He likes sports, I think. I don't know. I'm not really into like the Charlie folklore fandom, whatever. Some books, some more books. It doesn't seem like it would be like the most neat and tidy house, if you get what I'm saying. I feel like the Swan house has a lot of clutter all about, especially in Bella's room. Just wait till we get to Bella's room. It is a lot. We've got the downstairs almost complete. Just add in some like little sitting areas so that when Alice comes over, she can pretend to sit there and, you know, chat with Bella about life, etc. Pears, you know, vegetarian. We stand a vegetarian queen. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So we've got the downstairs. And so here's something that happened. When I was originally looking at the house, I didn't look at the back. I didn't realize that there was actually a back porch on the Airbnb page when I first built it, so I didn't actually build it. So here I am building it right now. Little back porch moment. Now I have to say, insert the photo of the back porch. These gals are reckless. They have absolutely no railings. Like, I mean, it seems like a tripping hazard to me, but I guess Charlie likes to live life on the edge. Would Bella ever have been like doing a cookout here? Because I can't picture that in my head. Because Bella was so clumsy, right? I'm reading for the first time Midnight Sun, and I'm like shook at how clumsy Bella is. Second of all, Midnight Sun, Edward is very creepy. When I was younger, I remember I thought he was like the hottest guy ever. Well, his character and Robert Pattinson, mostly Robert Pattinson. But rereading this, his character is kind of a psycho. I always related to how much Bella thought how hot he was. But now reading this book, I'm like, yikes. I would not, well, I know that there's problematic things, but like this is really highlighting the problems within their relationships. First of all, he like falls in love with her immediately, which is like, because he wants to eat her. There's like a whole scene where he's like talking about how much he wants to track her down and like kill everyone in the classroom and kill her, and how he can't wait to taste her, which I thought was really creepy. And see, jumping back to this, I had a hard time finding the exact shrubs that they had. And if we don't want a huge woohoo shrub, that would not do. But I had a hard time finding the exact shrubs shown in this photo. So it took me a while to find the ones that I actually wanted. Okay, so these don't look exactly correct. They look closer. You know, I had to like do some adjusting to make them look a little bit less square. And then I noticed that I had the wrong posts in, so I went in and added these in. Oh, now, you guys have to tell me in the comments, were you Team Edward or Team Jacob? Because I was always firmly Team Edward. Now reading these books, it's making me think. Like, I don't know if I'm Team any of them. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it's really creepy that frickin' Jacob imprinted on Renesmee. I will never forget that. It's kind of disturbing to me. I mean, you remember this, right?
You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?
Now we get to the second story. And this is where I had a bunch of creative liberties that I took, and also ran into some issues with the sizing of the rooms. Because even though this is like the right layout compared with like downstairs, a lot of the rooms are still too big. They looked bad. They were empty. So I cut down a lot of the sizes of the rooms. So the roofing on the first level is not exactly how it looks in the Airbnb listing, but whatever. Okay, so we're starting off with the most iconic room of all, Bella's bedroom, where all the action happens, where Edward freaking watches her as she sleeps. Very creepy. Fun fact, I had Bella's bedding because I was so obsessed with Twilight when I was in college. So you could say that the bedding, this is important to me, finding the right bed. Of course, none of them actually looked right. So I just went with what I thought was the best version. So we're trying out all these different beds, seeing which ones most compare. We'll throw up a photo real quick of what the actual bedding looks like. Shout out to Bed Bath & Beyond. This is me doing my elimination ceremony. Which will it be? Boop, 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 boop. Go with this one. So Bella's room is really cluttered. It's very chaotic. There's lots of posters and fairy lights. And like, I always thought it was very cute. Now thinking about it, I don't think it's that cute, but it's still an iconic room. So we're just getting some of the decor down. Yeah, so I thought her room was so cute when I was in college, and now looking at it, it's just kind of a mess. It's kind of dark and grungy. Also, I find it really creepy thinking about it, the fact that Edward would just watch her in her bed. Okay, so jumping back to the sizing issue. Here's one of the sizing issues. This bedroom was too big. Had to make it a little bit smaller so that it actually looked right. Oh my God. And this window, by the way, we have to put a chair here. Now, if you remember, this is the most iconic scene in cinematic history. Insert it.
Alice, you've disappeared.
That scene freaking killed me. I don't know why. I just thought it was so freaking funny. This is not normal behavior, gals. It is not. We aspire to be better than this. And I hope you aspire to as well. So Bella's a messy little gal, cluttering up her room. her little depression chair, trying to get her curtains. See, her curtains were very translucent, but the problem I ran into is a lot of the curtains here either completely block everything out or they're too colorful when they're the side ones. Like those, yeah, that's just not how it looked. It was more like shimmery, sheer vibes. So I had to go with something that, you know, these will do. Edward can see through those, right? We have to be able to have our girl be stalked. Which book was your guys' favorite? I think mine was the last one, when she became a vampire, because I just thought it was, they finally got to do it. I mean, let's be honest, everyone was holding out for that. Okay, so that's where the magic doesn't happen, people. So next I was trying to decide, like, okay, so the front room is just supposed to be a bedroom with a closet. As you know, the Sims don't really use closets, so I decided the front room was going to be Charlie's room that he used to share with his wife, and then she left him, and then he went to this little sad back room and decided this is where he's going to stay. You know, Charlie's a simple man. He likes simple things. I actually kind of struggled with how to decorate his room, because I'm like, he doesn't seem like the type who'd want a lot of decor. But then I remembered, oh yeah, Charlie, he would have the like basic furniture. He would have a plant. Maybe this used to be a guest room, and he just decided to move in there and make it his room because he couldn't stand to be in the old bedroom anymore because it had too many bad memories. What would Charlie put on a wall? He wouldn't have a shelf. And then I was like, oh yeah, he likes to fish. He goes fishing at the Quaaludes. So I was like, let's give him some fish. Not a fish tank. Too aggressive. Just some nice normal little fishies to hang on the wall. Very basic, devoid of a lot of emotion. But TV is needed. Lots of guys have TVs in their rooms. It's just a vibe. Now I figured this would be like a very basic guest room that was like decorated very generically for like when the grandma or I don't know, someone comes to visit. So we just went for like basic single bed, a small bedroom. And actually in the blueprints, it said it was a small bedroom. So I didn't really have, this is where the creative liberties came out, people. I had not really a lot of reference. So I kind of just went with my gut based on how the rest of the house was decorated, about how they would decorate like a basic guest room. Here we have the room that was labeled as big bedroom with big closet, according to the blueprints. And the more I thought about it, that just like, we didn't need such a huge closet. Also, why are there only 2 bathrooms if it's 4 bedrooms? So I decided to make this the original. I made this one the original master bedroom where Charlie and his wife or partner originally probably stayed. I tried to make it a little more feminine touch, but Charlie doesn't like to sleep in there now. It's haunted by his past feelings. And it just kind of sits there unused, but cute, you know? You could bring Renesmee over. You could bring some of the Cullens. They could spend the night here. Little sleepover. And I decided to make the huge closet into a bathroom, a nice little ensuite for whoever is staying in that room at the time. And as I said, this is not really how I would ever decorate a house, but I was going for the vibes of Charlie Swan, you know? He's not exactly the same type of interior decorator as me, so you know what I mean. Gotta switch this up. This was originally not going to be this room, so we have to cover the windows. We don't want any peeping Toms or Tomettes out there. Now, here's where the ultra luxe part of the bathroom comes out. Well, Charlie's ultra luxe version. They each get their own sink. Can you believe it? This is luxury. This is luxury in The Sims 4. Again, we don't have a laundry room, but we have plenty of hampers. And I, again, went for a super basic bathroom because I just figured they seem like basic bathroom bitches, you know? BBBs. We have this huge hallway and I wasn't sure exactly what to do with it, so I just tried to put some generic hallway decor in it that I thought kind of suited the style of the house. We've got like a decorative table. Why do houses always have those decorative tables? Do you think Stephanie Meyer's house is full of decorative tables? I get that vibe. A little chair, some fruit, I guess, in case you need some fruit. I think that's fruit. I can't see. Whatever, it's there. Now we're gonna add in a little bookcase in case you need a little book, some wall decor, and some seating. I imagine Alice Cullen would appreciate this eye for detail. I really do. Do you guys want more Cullen content, as they would say? CC. I could do the Cullens. Wait, the Cullens. Have I been calling this the Cullen house? I'm sorry, whatever. You know what this is. You know what this house is. So as you can see, there's some roofing differences from the original, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine because obviously you can't have the exact same house in The Sims. It just doesn't work that way. So I tried my hardest to do as close to the original as possible. We've got these like side roofs that aren't there on the original house, but whatever. It is what it is. They needed roofs. The rooms were too big, which, you know, it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't bother me half as much as this.
Okay, now I see why you need the thunder.
Just kidding. You know that the Twilight baseball scene is like my religion. I had my sexual awakening watching the Twilight baseball scene. Just kidding, but am I? So there's no car, so I added this little toy truck sized up as the iconic Bella truck. Redoing the shrubbery as seen in the photos. Gonna add a little walkway here. So I think my favorite thing about the Twilight movies is, yes, I like the romance, I guess, but I also think it's so freaking funny. Like, there are so many highly comedic moments throughout this entire series. Okay, yeah, see, how is that not like won an Oscar for best comedic performance? I don't know. So yeah, we pretty much have it finished up. Let's look through the rooms. I think it turned out pretty well compared to the original. I'm pretty happy with the end product. I think it turned out nice. If you guys liked this video, let me know in the comments, and let me know what famous celebrity movie house or celebrity inspired build or let's play you'd like to see next. Thanks guys, and make sure to like and subscribe for more fun Simcelebz content.